Hi everyone, welcome. Trish here. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me for this video. Today we are going to be doing my week in review. We're going to talk about the things I used, some other things. I want to give you a big notice on something else that I have shared that I've used and a little bit of issue I've had with it. So if you are interested in my week in review, please keep watching. Okay, I hate to start things off on a negative, and I don't necessarily know that anybody else is going to have this happen to them, but I do want to share what happened with me. You all know about 5-6 months ago, I started using an Up and Up brand for my contacts. I started using the Up and Up hydrogen peroxide. This is the cleaning and disinfecting eye care. This is the Up and Up version of the, is it Clear Care, I think? Yes, for the Clear Care. Now, I had shared that I started using this. I wanted to give it a try, see how it worked, because twin pack, there's a $6 difference. Use this for about the 5-month mark, and then we had an issue. I opened this when I got a brand new twin pack. I opened this and used it the first night. I don't know if it's actually this, if the little component they use has the metal part that works so the peroxide doesn't burn your eyes. I don't know what went wrong somewhere, but it did. I put my contact in my eye the next morning. If you've ever used this or the Clear Care and you have not left it in the required 7 to 8 hours, so that little metal thing can kill off the burning fire that the peroxide will cause. It is like somebody is holding hot fire on your eye. You can't open your eye enough to get that contact out. You can't do anything except cry like an infant. And I did. But it had been in there for at least 10 hours, because normally when I get home, within 20 to 30 minutes, I take my contacts out. I have such a long day that I take them out usually as soon as I get home. So it really kind of freaked me out. I was a little confused because I knew they had been in the required amount of time. And the next morning I got up, I put my contacts in, no problem. Until about 4 or 5 hours in, and I got this fog on my contacts. It was like somebody had taken saran wrap and circled my contacts a few times. It was to the point it was making my vertigo kick off, and I was getting sick to my stomach. So I come home, I take my contacts out, still trying to figure out what's going on. So this happens 2 days. The first day with the foggy contacts, I had been trying a new eyeliner, and I thought, oh, it melted and got on my contacts. But no, that wasn't it, because I didn't even wear anything in my tight line on the second day. So then the next day I was going to be filming. So I get up, I do my thing, I get ready to film, I put my contacts in, and immediately they were that cloudy something. So I don't know what happened with this. I know I went out, I got the Clear Care, I rinsed my contacts off really well, put it in the name brand Clear Care, and I had no issues at all. So be warned. I do have a call in to the company, the phone number on the back, so I'm waiting to hear back. I need to call them again tomorrow if I don't hear anything. So I want to let you all know that information. I'm not using anything different around my eyes. That is the only thing that I can really trace anything back to. And since I've talked about it and how well it works, I did want to let you guys know, because that is a development that we cannot take lightly. So be warned, be careful with the solutions you're using around your eye area. Let's get into the fun stuff. I did a full face of Milani. You will see that video tomorrow. I used the new Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is their foundation sticks. And I've used these the whole week basically, and I've really enjoyed them. I like these a lot. They are very comfortable to wear. They don't feel heavy. Our humidity has been off the chart. Today, our humidity is 95%. Our dew point is 83. It's crazy out there. For this stick foundation to hold up that well, it's pretty amazing. I've been really impressed with it. With one application, I'm not getting the full coverage that I do enjoy, but this builds very nicely. So I do get more of a medium plus coverage, and this time of year, especially with the heat and humidity, I am more than fine with that. Oh, I I skipped over the primer. The primer that I had is the Milani Prime and Shield Face Primer. This is mattifying and pore minimizing. I do like the way this goes on my skin. It is a silicone primer. It says that it says that it's oil free, but this has such a major slip. It really does feel like it's oily, more than any other silicone primer that I've really ever used. It does give a beautiful blur. If you have issues with your pores and you don't like the way your foundation wears, this does give a beautiful blurring, a really soft, smooth canvas for you to apply your foundation on. This says that it's mattifying. On me, it is not. This is not mattifying for me. It doesn't promote like the foundation to slide off or anything, but I did get super oily right here in my T-zone. That was the only thing other than the lipstick that I had to touch up at any point in the week, was right in here. I had to blot and touch up a couple times a day. Now I did use this under the eye. It says it's conceal and perfect. Their foundations are to be foundations and concealers. So I did pull this up under the eye. It was nice. For a cream base product, it wore very nicely. I had tried using their Retouch and Base Concealer, and I really did not care for the way this looked under my eyes at all. It was not flattering. It just was not something that I was going to wear. I tried it 2 different days, and I didn't care for it either day. So I just stuck with this, and then I pulled in my Master Camo to brighten a little bit, but this worked lovely. I liked it much better than I just don't care for Milani's concealers. I feel like it adds to the lines, it adds to the crepiness, it enhances texture, and none of that is flattering. So that's a big pass for me. Their powders, let's talk about their powders. I used this, I used it again today under my eye with a different concealer, and I have to say, it is quite lovely. This is in light to medium, translucent light to medium. This is their Makeup Last Setting Powder, and I'm going to try to show you without dumping powder everywhere. I don't know if you can tell, it is so finely milled. It is such a fine powder, and it has the little thing where you can open it and close it if you are going to use it traveling. But it really is so finely milled. I really do enjoy this powder. It looks quite lovely under the eye. I've really enjoyed it. For the face, I use their Conceal and Perfect powder. This is lovely also. This is supposed to be oil absorbing, so I did get in there and get it pressed in really nice with a damp sponge, and then I took my Sephora brush that I love to set my foundation with, and I just put it all over basically the outer perimeter, one more blot in, and then I buffed away any excess that was left from when I used the damp beauty sponge. But this is a really nice powder. Is it my favorite? No. The Maybelline Fit Me, I do enjoy a lot more, but this is a nice powder. This is a really nice bronzer from Milani. This is one of their Silky Mattes. This is in number 3. I really do enjoy this bronzer. I just used a fluffy brush and I bronzed up my face. It gave me a nice dimension. It does wear all day. I really do enjoy this. And their blushes, I've shared that they're flower blushes. I just absolutely love. The blush of the week was an American Beauty. Isn't that pretty? I just think that is so pretty. And I have it on again today. Let's just add a little more because that's just too pretty not to. In my Milani haul and unboxing video, I did just haul this, and I was a little concerned with how gold when I swatch it. Look at that. I mean, that's just straight up gold. Put it on top of the bronzer I already had. I had a good bit of bronzer on in that video, and it seemed like it blended in okay. Well, when I went to use this as my first bronzer, it has, let me see if I can show you. This is my bronzer brush that I've been using. I'm just going to get a little bit on. Let me see if I can. Okay, see that gold sheen? That's just, I mean, right here on me with the texture that I have, that is not attractive. See, it's showing the texture off on my hand even. It has such a weird finish. I just, I don't know. This to me is a fail. It's a not so much, a definite not so much. The two lippies that I used from Milani are Indulge, which is the one I have on now, and I wore Velour a good bit the first part of the week, and then I'm like, I need to try this one too. This is their Satin Matte formula. This is lovely. It goes on really nice. It dries down. It's not completely 100% transfer resistant, but it is very comfortable. Depending on what you eat, you're going to get lose a little bit of color on the inner part of your lip. But these are really nice, very comfortable. I enjoy wearing them. A few things that I've really enjoyed and fallen in love with this week. First up is the Stay Put eyebrow pencil. Y'all, this is beautiful, and you can get really nice hair-like strokes out of this. It has a nice spoolie on the end. I just really enjoy that. If you're looking for a new eyebrow pencil and you want a creamy formula, but yet it's going to stay put all day, that one could be one that you look at. The same with their Stay Put eyeliner. I'm telling you, I was blown away by this eyeliner. It is such a nice, almost a gel-like formula without the messiness of some of the gel formulas that I've tried. I put this in my tight line. It does not come down into my waterline. It does not bother my eyes. It does not get my contacts all smeary. I've already bought a second one of these. I might just get rid of all the others that cause me issues. And this is really fun. This is the Milani Line Play. This is a liner and a shadow all in one, either or and. You can get a really fine line. I used it as a shadow the other day, and it was, I'll put a little bit here on the inner. It was so easy, and it looked so pretty all day. It did not crease, it did not get messy, and it's that easy. Really fun. They have several colors. Beach Sand Burst. They have one that's a little more goldy, not my preferred, and then they have some other colors too. That one is gorgeous. I'm thinking seriously about getting the bronze one. I think that would be really pretty. Something that so many people said, oh, I love that, and I was like, really? Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. This is just the regular one. I also have the matte, and I liked this one so much I bought the dewy one, because a lot of times I really like to take the dewy one when I've used a lot of powders, which we know that I do. I like to take a dewy setting spray and mist my face and just kind of melt all that powder together, and then I go in with a setting spray that's going to make it last. Make it last. Hey, this does that. This makes my makeup last and look so nice all day. I really do enjoy this. The last two things that I used makeup wise that I want to talk to you about are the palettes that I ordered. I have the red one and the black one. I will show them to you again. Really beautiful palettes. I have no complaints with these palettes. As far as the mattes work very nicely together, they blend beautifully, the shimmers are gorgeous, they wear nicely. I've not had any issues with creasing, no issues with falling out. My only thing is these are $19, and I feel like I'm not getting a lot of product when I've used these for a week, and not just like one palette. It's been pretty even, half and half. But take a look at Peach Fizz. I've already hit pan. And it's not like that's a cream brow bone color or anything. Yes, it's a nice neutral, it's a nice transition color, but for 3 or 4 days and I've already hit pan and they're $20, I just feel like that just doesn't make me real happy that I already hit pan. I don't go in and dig my brush in. I know how to use eyeshadow. That I think is the biggest thing, is the amount of product that we're getting for $20 and how quickly I hit pan on a shadow that I use for, 3 at the most 4 days. That may be nothing to somebody, but I did want to mention that. Oh, I almost forgot the mascara that I use. I use the Most Wanted from Milani. I like this. It's a repurchase. you know, I'm still on the quest for the perfect mascara. This is the brush on it. So that's it. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.